What's up everybody? My name's Chris. I am the Casual Flipper. I'm a reseller on Amazon and eBay. I'm Canadian, and in this video we're going to dive in how to sell in the US market from Canada. Let's let this intro go so we can get to the episode. So I know for me personally, when I first started on Amazon, it was a very exciting experience, and it still is exciting. But I really wanted a part of that American pie because it is so lucrative. The numbers are mind-boggling. If you get used to selling on Canada, you get used to seeing certain numbers. Once you start looking into the US, it is actually insane. It's astronomical. The sales are just ginormous. So, like anything else, you're probably going to want a part of that pie. Now, one thing I would caution is get your business down in Canada. Like, get things down here. Make this a good learning experience before you hop in, because like me, I definitely hopped in much too early. I made some mistakes. It costed me money, but it was a learning experience. So, what can you do? But if you're just wondering about the logistics about how to do it, I'm going to give you the general kind of concepts, and I'm going to let you do the footwork on turning them into actual actions. So one thing right off the bat, because I did not realize this, is if you go into your Seller Central app, in the top left there's those three little lines, and you click it, and that's where it gives you some other categories to look into, and that's where you'd find your seller support tickets, your sales, all that kind of stuff. If you go to the top, there's a little Canadian flag or American flag. You can click that and you can toggle between marketplaces. So you're probably already approved to sell in these markets. It's just a matter of getting inventory there. All Canadians know shipping is incredibly expensive. So what do? You're not going to ship from Canada to the US because you're going to pay all kinds of duty fees and you're going to pay shipping costs up the wazoo. Now, I will say as a disclaimer, I'm sure there are people doing this, and I'm sure it is profitable for them. So I'm not saying it is not an option, but for 90% of people, shipping from the US to Canada would not make sense, especially if you're doing just RA, OA, or books. I just don't see it being feasible. If I'm wrong, message me, we'll have that discussion, because I would love to learn about how you're making that work. But for most people, for this video, not necessarily worth it. Next thing is, when I was looking at this, I found it very daunting and confusing, and I just didn't understand how this was possible. But there is a way, and it's simple. This video probably won't be that long because this is so simple. Selling in the US is simple as a Canadian. And the best part about this is we have the benefit of being in Canada, so we can do our business here, and then we can just ship our stuff. Well, sorry, we can use a prep center in the US, so we can really do both markets pretty easily. Because there's less options for prep centers in Canada. So being a Canadian, we have lots of options to take advantage of the US market. So the best way, in my opinion, is to use a prep center. And use a prep center in a state that doesn't charge tax. My personal prep center is in Oregon. The benefit of this, when I buy inventory, I am not charged tax, so it's tax-free, which is amazing. So this first strategy is use a prep center. And what a prep center is a facility with obviously many employees that will accept your inventory, they'll inspect it for you, and they'll list it to Amazon for you and ship it to Amazon. So they're basically doing the work for you. You do have to obviously find the product. The easiest example I could give would be with online arbitrage. So say you're using tactical arbitrage, you found some great products, or you're using a leads list and you found some clothes. And they're at Carter's.com, so it's an American website, or Walmart.com, whatever. You're ordering from an American website, you put in your cart, you pay, you can use your Canadian credit card. Most websites will not have a problem with this. Michael's in the US seems a little wonky with it, but most places won't have an issue. You take that inventory, you pay for it, and when it comes to the shipping address, your prep center that you sign up with will give you an address and whatever they would like as details in there. So you purchase it on an American website, you send it to an American prep center, they prep it all up for you, and they send it off to Amazon, and they'll send to whichever warehouses can receive your stuff, and it will just appear in your Seller Central app. So it's not tricky as a Canadian to get in the US market. Find a prep center, call them, email them, sign up. Typically it's about $1.80 per item, plus maybe $20 per month. So when you're sourcing, you do have to, put those costs in your equation. So you're going to want to find a little bit more profitable items to account for that. But just a matter of setting up your prep center, order an inventory there, and that's it. Now, one thing that people do wonder about is, how do I get paid? Do I need an American bank account? You do not. I will say, once your sales start amping up and you're starting to make some real coin, I would look at getting an American bank account, because Amazon will convert that American funds to Canadian on your behalf, but they do charge fees for it. I don't know what the percentage is, so I'm not going to throw that out there, but I know it's not much when you're a small seller. But once you start scaling up, business is growing, you're going to want to get an American bank account. So I hope this video is helpful for you. I know it's very simple and basic, but I just wanted to get this concept out there, because when I was looking for it, I didn't find a whole lot, and I just wanted to simplify this big time for you. So I hope you enjoyed this. Definitely subscribe, like, comment, and one thing I always like to say in the videos is make sure you join the reseller Discord. I'll put that link in there. Anyway, be well, keep crushing it, and stay real. Have a good one, guys and gals.